What's up, guys? Welcome back to my garage. Today is a little bit of break from the foreman work and the Polaris work, and it's a little unpredicted, but I was here working on the old 300 here. Super quick update. I ended up getting it working. I didn't end up videoing any of it. I just kind of wanted to get it done, and I got the rear end swapped in. It's a 350D rear end. I had to weld new shock mounts onto it. I had to put new swing arm bearings onto it. And yeah, she was running great. Disappeared today for a couple hours. I'll include a little clip at the end of the video. And had a blast. The 4x4 worked great. The winch paid for itself tenfold over in today's rainy weather. But that's enough of that. Broke some stuff in the front end, and thanks to that parts bike I showed you guys a few videos ago, I actually have the parts kicking around here, and it's a super easy job. So I guess today we're probably gonna end up calling the video Fourtrax 300 knuckle or spindle change. So let's show you. Here she is, by the way. Here's the front end. So it was pretty bad. Here is what's going on. So some of you may know there's supposed to be something here. That is a wheel bearing, and it's just, well, it's left the chat. Let's just say that it's complete. All of them are gone. I still don't know where they went, but looks like in the process. Oh well, no, they're still partly stuck on here, eh? It's a good thing I got some more of these. It just completely let go about 2 kilometers from home, or if you're American, 1.3 miles. Luckily, she made it home, no problem. The bike did awesome, but we need to get this done. So, of course, you guys probably know all the lug nut bolts to get the wheel off is 17 millimeter, because this is metric. It's the only real measurement system we should be using. That's right, you America. And the center spindle or CV shaft nut is 22 millimeters. From there, this pops straight off, and that's where I'm at right now. So from here, what we have to do is we have to take the tie rod off, and then we have to take the top and bottom ball joints. All of those are 17 millimeter, and all of them also have cotter pins in them. They need cotter pins because when shit like this happens, if that vibrates loose, you're not making it home. I don't care who you are, what toe straps you're carrying, or any of that. You're gonna have to do a field repair, and it's just not going to work. But that's why I always carry tools, and I always carry all kinds of straps and whatnot, so in case you have to limp stuff home. Now I'm going to set up on the tripod, and you're going to watch me struggle to get these cotter pins and 17 millimeter nuts out, and then I'll join you back when I'm ready to put the new spindle on. Let's go! Alright guys, as you saw, we got everything off, and I set it up all on the bench here so I can show you what went wrong, and the sort of carnage that could happen pretty quick. Here she is. This is the one I just pulled off. Bearings are completely missing. Gone. That was just from riding it, guys. Here's a known good one. Well, I say good as in it's got bearings. This is off the parts bike. And the bearings are, I just repacked them full of grease, sorry. What I use here is just generic wheel bearing chassis grease. Red stuff, I get in there dirty with my fingers. Who doesn't love the smell of those dead dinosaurs? And repack the bearings. If you guys are going to do this, anytime these are off, throw grease in there. You want these to last as long as possible, because when that happens, it's a bad time. I'm really lucky I made it home. Here's a good one. Here is a good spindle, or brake drum, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty good. I mean, like I said, it's functional. It'll do. Here's the one we just pulled off. There's your bearings. Holy heck, I've never seen anything like this, guys. Crazy. And then last but not, here's our CV shaft. Missing a couple bearings in there. This thing was seized when I pulled it off. I couldn't even bend this. Nuts. But on the plus side, I have a couple serviceable ones. I mean serviceable like the boots are torn, but actually this one's not too bad. I think it just has a tiny rip in it right there. But these are good to go. There's not a ton of play in them, so they'll slap them back on and they'll be fine for now. These are also off the parts bike. And guys, I can't stress this enough. If this were to happen to anybody who didn't have a parts bike, you'd be looking at hundreds of dollars. And I'm talking either you're going to need a new spindle, you're going to need a new brake drum, you're going to need a new CV shaft. CV shaft's 110 bucks alone. Bearing, spindle, and drum, a few hundred more if you want to buy new. Maybe you can find someone parting them out and you might be able to get it all sort of under 200 bucks. But I bought my whole parts bike for 50 bucks. If you guys have the space, I'm going to preach this. Just do it. Get it. If you're riding the stuff, you're riding it hard, get a parts bike. That's enough on that. I'm not going to say anything else, but it's paid for itself tenfold. Alright, so I'm going to put this on. As you guys recall, none of my bikes have brakes because they're cheap old bikes I fixed. I actually have brand new pistons here. These cost a fortune, guys, by the way. These are not cheap. And I have brand new pads, springs. I should change these out. On that note, I'm going to pretend I didn't see any of this, and I'm just going to put it all back together because right now I don't have time, and I got to get back in the house and make some dinner for the family. But this is ready to go on. Ooh, that ball joint. That ball joint's seen better days, guys. Ooh. That sucks. Because this one's mint. Oh, I hate to do this now. Let's see. It's in the goodie box. I think I only have a left side left. Yeah, that one's pretty bad too, eh? Alright. Well, this is going to have to be what it is for now. I'm going to pack this full of grease, hope for the best as well. And this is obviously going to be temporary. I better get on ordering a ball joint tonight. Ball joints aren't too hard to change out. Just snap. Let me see if I can focus on here. It's going to be a snap ring. Snap ring comes out. You're going to hammer this out. You're going to hammer a new one in. You're going to put the ball joint or the snap ring back on, and you're good to go. And they're cheap. So I'm going to hop on Amazon tonight and order one of these. But let's cut to me on the tripod putting this old gal in again. Boop, 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 boop. that's going to wrap that up. As you saw, not too hard to do. Anybody could probably do it with a basic set of tools and about an hour and a half, 2 hours of their time. Let's go take a look at the final product. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So everything's tightened up. The only thing left to do is put the big cotter pin through your CV shaft spindle here. But that's much better, eh? I don't know if you... That's normal, but this play and even that bottom ball joint, it's not too bad once I packed it full of grease. This should hold up for a while. My true plan for this bike, and I've messed around with it, is just, I've owned this bike since, I mean, before I started this channel. I got it back in November, or sorry, not November, September, maybe the beginning of September, end of August. I traded it for a Chinese quad I had. A kid lied to me. It had a completely blown up rear end, and a bunch of the shit up front was messed up. So I've been slowly picking away at it, but some of the bigger parts, they're pretty expensive. It's to the point now where I'm getting ready to sell it, and most people go like, "Will, why would you sell that? It's a cool quad." It is a cool quad. It's got a light bar, it's got the LED light pops, it's got the winch, it's got a new rear end in it. The frame is absolutely 10 out of 10, so I'll give him that. The bike actually is in very good shape. But I don't know, guys. I'd trade that any day for that $250 Polaris I got. That Trail Boss, I mean, 1989, 1990. Thing's 33 years old almost now. And it kept up with that 4x4. No issues. And it's a lot easier to drive. The two-stroke's awesome. It's got tons of power. And likely, I'm going to end up selling this, and I'm going to end up selling that Foreman over there for likely buy another Polaris. And that one I'll keep. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to keep flipping some of this stuff. We're going to make a few thousand off of this Fourtrax here, and hopefully a bit off this Foreman. But I just wanted to explain that to you. People preach about Hondas. I don't have the best experience with them so far. I know them through and through now. But, I mean, I'd trade these Hondas any day for one of those cheap Polarises. That thing is a beast. Anyways, that's going to wrap up today's episode. I know this was a little impromptu. I didn't even plan on filming any of this. But I figured there's a lot of these little quads out here. And people need to work on them. So stay tuned. There's more to come on the Foreman. The next video should be me welding up that subframe on the Foreman. And yeah, that should be a fun one. I'm not actually looking forward to it. Anyways, cheers. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you in a bit.